Good morning, guys. Let's look at how things are going. I put the sprinklers on yesterday, but that's literally all I've done. Like, I think my loofahs are dead. I can't get out. It's 100 plus degrees every day. I cannot get out here and keep this stuff like adequately watered right now. So rose is still good. This bean is still good. This raspberry's coming up nice from being cut back. This one's like already kind of spreading. It's a matter of trying to keep all of these, inside, so that the trellis is of use, you know what I mean? So, let's see. What's she doing? I don't know, y'all are noisy. Y'all are noisy. Sprinkler water. Oh, let's see. I'm gonna start at the end over here. We'll work our way back. Strawberries look rough. Ugh, everything looks rough. I need to. Hi, Papa. Hello. I need to come out here and probably water this little thing by hand. The peach pear looks good. Spanish needles look good. This dahlia's toast. Look at that. That is a massive grasshopper. Or a locust, I guess we could call it. Excuse me. Spotted bee balm is on its way out. No. My blueberries all look like they died. It makes me really upset that I didn't get out here I've been keeping them. Those are transplants from this spring. They've been doing well all year and I let them die. Man, that makes me upset at myself. The gummy berry looks good. Loofahs look like all but one of them has basically just dried out. That's basically what 1 week without me out here hand watering has done. Even the stone crop is looking rough. Let's see. That is a ground cherry that's still alive. That ground cherry is still alive, but I also see a lot of weeds, and I see the Spanish needles for sure. The zinnias look really bad. Just dry. This is, I think, why they're calling them Spanish needles, because that's what the seeds look like. And then these seeds will go everywhere, and you'll have these coming up everywhere. They're extremely weedy, but they're pretty. They're medicinal too, if you want to research that. So I'm not too sad about having them up here, and I'm okay if they kind of start to spread. Man, every one of my blueberries is toast. That is just so depressing. Wow, the chives are we're done for the summer. Those will come back. I'm not too worried about that. But yeah. I absolutely dropped the ball. The bay laurel looks fine. It's one of the few things that looks fine. This native pea looks absolutely fine. Despite being in one of the sunniest spots and not getting a lot of water. So yay for the natives, right? The cranberry hibiscus looks amazing. Amazing. Let's see what is or is not alive here. The sweet goldenrod is alive. My mom, I think this is my mom's mom. Might be a green. No, that's my mom's mom. I don't see the other one. Yeah. The other one might be gone as far as the goldenrod. This is all that's left of the rhubarb. So, yeah, that's rough. That's rough. Ginger's fine. At least one of the native ground cherries is also loving life over here. Katuk is happy. All sorts of growth on this longevity spinach. Got some growth on the sweet tea vine, which I'm kind of surprised the sweet tea vine didn't die. They're always growing. That's my Yapon holly. Let's see. Okinawan spinach looks fine. Basil, that's not dead. That's a pretty sad looking ground cherry though. Lavender over there looks good. Wow, there's weeds everywhere. And it looks like Hubs dumped some rocks. I don't know what those rocks came from. Probably have to ask him first of all, what is he doing carrying rocks? Because he's not supposed to be doing anything with heavy lifting. And then why are they over there? So, yeah. That's a hot mess right there. It looks like weedy hot mess. Let's see. Okay, took down the strawberries, left the zinnias because they're pretty. Why not? There's one sweet pepper there. And another sweet pepper here with lots of flowers. This I missed. This is an oak tree. I need to take that out, and there's another weed. But so there's some sage in here. There's some 4 o'clocks. There's some gerbera, daisies, and that's about it. So I do actually have some perennials coming. This Veronica, you can see kind of that blue flower. That one seems to really do well in my area. So I've got about 6 Veronicas I'm going to put in here just because the bees like them and they're pretty. So I'll take it. Let's see. Well, everything but the Blackfoot daisy looks okay over here. And I don't know if it's because it's dry or because it's shady. Maybe both. The, what is this? Peggy Martin rose looks really sad. Mom looks okay. But this rose has defoliated so much. I don't know if it's the heat or disease or whatever. This dahlia looks really bad. Took the tomatoes down out of this cage, not cage, but bed. Sweet peppers, sweet snacking peppers look good. That still has some flowering snapdragons there. That's absolutely astounding to me. Definitely got some oak babies coming up, but otherwise looks okay. Need to get in here and do some weeding. I left these tomatoes, because they were looking really good up there, but honestly, should have pulled them. They look like crap. Cucumbers, still going strong. Clearly. Oh, come on. I don't like pulling too hard. Okay. Cute. Cucumber. Okay. Cut back this dahlia. These, gochujang peppers, I put some cages on them. Just because they were kind of falling in the path. Yeah. That's actually ready. It's not very big, but it's ready. And so is that one. So I'll take those and we'll probably cut these down and clear out this bed too. And cleared out this one. It looks really bad, really dry. It's very shady and dry. But there is a really loud bumblebee and it's stressing me out. So we're eternally on the fight with these sweet potato vines to keep them from going over into the neighbor's yard, to just kind of respect her. The Jerusalem artichokes, like once, because I bend them over when they start falling over, and then they start putting up new ones from down there. So I'm going to bend this one over too, because it's like started back there and it's leaning. So I'll bend it over backwards. It'll start putting up some shoots from below the bend. And let's see. I topped that okra, but it's not really putting out any side branching like I was expecting. Again, dry, very dry. Wow, you have big, loud bumblebees. But this passion fruit vine, man, I could not be happy. There's no passion fruit. I've read that the fruits of this cotton leaf passion vine are like red, so I don't have any fruits, but I've had so many flowers, and so I'm kind of surprised because the bees are all over it. So I'm really shocked there's no like resultant fruit being populated, right? So I don't know if these are not self-fertile or maybe they just aren't red yet. I don't know. I've just never seen one. So let's see over here. Well, blueberries are still alive. They look rough. These peppers again, they look rough. These are gochujans and they've got peppers coming in, but they're not very big, and usually gochujang peppers are fairly large. This set of cucumbers looks awful. I see one up there though that I need to try and harvest. One's a little high up. Pumpkin vine, sweet potato vine, all growing pretty well, fairly well. Yeah, this looks terrible. My flower garden just didn't make it. This is the only thing that's alive, and I'll take it. You know, that's not true. The Lysianthus is alive. Need to cut down the tomatillos because they're clearly done. This whole bed is done, actually, I think. So that's on the list of things to do today. Holy cow. This is really cool. So let me make sure I don't need to clean up this path again. I do. So I could see some. I had redirected them over here last weekend. I do not want this growing out in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that today. It's grown up, but it's like hanging down. So yeah, please don't grow through the fence. These vines are voracious, and I didn't really think about that. And I don't want my neighbor to have pumpkins all over her yard. I'm sure she would not appreciate that. However, we have flowers, and the sweet potato vines are like up and over. So yeah, this is cool. I'm gonna push this back. So that's like a pokey risk. So okay, not displeased about that. Definitely winding down. I'll probably get out here and cut this down today, just to kind of get it out of the way. I may have Hubs help me take that down. Thank you, Bumblebee. I may have Hubs help me take this one down too today, just to get it all out of the way. And then let's go see what is going on over here. Hey, Papa. So these are cleaned out. That was nice. The magic bullet, I can definitely see a lot of tomatoes in there. I just haven't gotten in there and cleaned them out. I've been giving the little cherry tomatoes to the chickens right now. After husband's procedure, we're gonna, if we have money, we're gonna go ahead and try and put like an edge in here to keep the weeds out of here so bad. I haven't been in here in a week. You want to come in, Bubba? Come on. I call him Bubba all the time, but his name is really Charlie. Him just has nicknames. Okay. I love this. This is the pink flamingo celosia. Molochia. Oh, look. So I just sprinkled seeds in here, and some of them are already flowering. That's awesome. The zinnia flowers, it's beautiful. This is my propagation tub. It's just a weedy mess right now, but it will get better when I cut it back. Okay, so black beans kind of starting to like half run is what I've noticed on these black beans. I would call them half runner beans. This is sweet potato. You're trying to get over into the other bed. No, we gotta live over there. So I thought this was a pepper, but real facts, this is fuzzy. I don't know what that is. I would call it an eggplant almost, but we'll see what comes up. So, I see kind of some of our first flowers on the black beans. So these are a drying bean. I anticipate in the next couple weeks they'll start flowering, assuming I can keep them watered. I'm actually really impressed with how these look considering the heat and lack of water. So I keep, sweet boy. I keep pushing this pepper peach over back in its home. I may need to tie it up to the other one, but look at these. So these are actually about as tall as I am, and these are not pepinos, believe it or not, which I've never seen get that tall. Honestly, I know this is a sort of shadier bed, and I think that the peppers actually like the shadier bed because they seem to be doing really well. Like they're all about my height, maybe 5 foot, maybe like 4 inches, 5 inches shorter than 5 foot. But I have grown peppers many years, and I don't think I've ever seen them get this tall. And it's got to be the shade. That's the only difference, that there's a little more shade in this bed. So, but also the production has been really good. So yeah, like, best of both worlds, because I expected actually that production would be low, which is why, you know, I planted so many this year. And honestly, we've had really decent harvests. So I love these stripies. Come on, what's not to love about those beautiful little stripy guys? They start out like just barely peachy and then get this really pretty stripe on them. Green peppers. This doesn't ever really lean into the path unless it's like heavy, so I'm actually probably just gonna, let me go tuck you into that. Oh, my other poplar is starting to lean, so I am struggling to find the other one. I cut it back for sure because it was leaned over so bad poorly. There it is, I can see it. It's mixed in with that pepper. So my American groundnut looks bad, but it looks like at least a couple of strands have kind of like hung on because these leaves are green. So okay, this was the Gandalf. I cut that one down because he was saying, look at all those weeds back there. Ew. Tomatoes. Oh man, dude, I haven't been out here. Oh, this is bad. So all of the leaves, right, are just basically gone. All of the beans, if they're not dead, they're defoliated AF, right? Oh, this is terrible. Except for the rattlesnake bean. Except for the rattlesnake bean. Okay, let's see. All right, take down the tomatoes. There's one pepper in here. Actually, I'll probably put one of these cages on that pepper. There is a melon vine that, now that everything else is out, is looking nice. I'm just like, how are you guys still alive? That's wild. Okay, raspberries look like crap. Like, that one's dead, I think. If not dead, it's on its way, maybe into hibernation. These all look really terrible, which, I mean, I kind of expected. Like, it always happens like this when it gets to be the dog days of summer. So I am not hopeful about that. So we'll just have to see what happens, because yeah, this looks bad. That looks pretty bad too. That's almost dead. So, well, we'll just have to see. Man, that's wild to see how it was doing to how it is doing. But I mean, I'm every year, so the best bet I got is the one that's got a lot of shade. Excuse me, a lot of shade, and it's peppers. So I'm not going to complain. It's not like I'm not going to get any more produce, but like, yeah, these two beds down there are trash. This one's definitely got some harvest out of it. But there's still peppers coming on here, and there is a melon vine, right, that still keeps coming out. So I'm hoping we get some melons soon. But yeah, so just kind of a shift. And then of course, once these are done for the season, I'm done for the season. I'm done for the year. Like, I'm not starting again until next spring, and that's only if we manage to get this garden redone, which is a big, huge task. So we'll see how all of that goes. So all right, guys, I hope that you have a wonderful week.